Mein heutiger Gast ist eine klasse Musik, meine Damen und Herren. Das ist sein aktuelles Album Heathen. Herzlich willkommen, David Bowie.
Thank you. Wow, that's great.
We could have sold thousands of tickets for tonight. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
So you see, what's the right place to choose Cologne to do
I
your
could
only
actually
concert?
go around and sell the album right now, couldn't I?
Yes, but it's very successful already commercially.
Unbelievable.
It started place 4 in our charts.
It's been like this throughout Europe, and it went in at like 14 in America. It's fantastic.
Yes. So, you know, people love you. They almost go crazy. Cologne is the only place where you're playing your concert tomorrow. The concert
it
was sold out in 45 seconds. Did you know that?
I think that's extraordinary.
Yeah.
Absolutely extraordinary.
Have you been to Cologne before?
Well, mind you, there's only 15 people in the audience, so 45 seconds.
Long ago.
Thank God you speak English.
So, have you been to Cologne before?
I have, yes, but I haven't been there for maybe, since 79, 1980. Something like that.
Long time.
Long time ago. But I used to, for a while, I was living between New York and Berlin in the late 70s.
Yeah.
So I used to come to Germany a lot, and I had a great time in Berlin. This is, of course, when the war was still there. So it's a different kind of vibe.
Was that
I suppose.
Was it a time when you lived with your old friend James Osterberg?
James Osterberg, yeah, Iggy Pop. There were about 3 or 4 of us. There was Jimmy and his girlfriend, and there was myself and one other. We had our apartments in the same block on, it was called, if I remember, Hauptstrasse, 155 in Charlottenburg. That's how I used to go. You get very drunk and Hauptstrasse, 155 when you get home. We had a great time. And I remember none of us had any money then because either we'd been ripped off or, you know, dealings had gone wrong and we were all pretty broke. And the 3 of them, it was my birthday coming up, they clubbed together and they got me an old 1955 Mercedes. It was rusted completely, so we got in it and our feet just went through the floor. We went around Berlin in that, and I remember we dropped Iggy off at a club one night. It was, I think, one of the anniversaries of the wall being put up, you know. And he went to a punk club and he came back later and he said, it was amazing. They'd made a birthday cake in the shape of the wall, which went all the way around the room. And at 12 o'clock at night, they jumped on it and ate it. For real.
Yes.
It was, they made this, the entire wall, and then ate it. And he said it was singularly the most moving moment in Berlin that he had spent, because there was something really quite ideological about it, you know?
Yes.
And of course, later on, it really...
It was especially for him, for his birthday.
No. It was the celebration of the wall,
yeah.
of the anniversary of the wall going up, you know? And it was, he said it was the strangest thing. And of course, that's virtually what they did. And they didn't eat it, of course. Well, I know one person who tried eating it, but he was stoned, but he was...
So now you came back to Europe on the QE2, yes?
Well, not here, because there's no river,
course.
but... But if I could have, I would have. But you travel on the QE2,
yes,
yeah?
But the other direction, from Southampton to New York, and you came from New York to Southampton.
That's right, yeah. They're 2 different captains.
Yes.
One only knows how to get to Southampton. I think that's true.
What was the average age on the QE2 this time?
114.
Yes.
Something like that. Mainly widows.
Really?
No, it's changed a lot. Because I first went 30 years ago.
Yeah.
And in those days, it really was older people, older generation, all that. This time around, I noticed there was a lot more families with children, you know, because these days they have like things like playrooms on board. There were 5 restaurants, 3 cinemas, casinos, public library, and television studio.
What did you do on board the whole day?
I read and watched DVDs.
Did you walk around?
No, I swam alongside for exercise. You know, I used to keep up because I'm very fit these days. You know.
Yes, absolutely.
Because I swim against the QE2. That's how you do it. But no, most of the time I took I took DVDs of all the films I can't watch at home because they're all like subtitled European avant-garde classics and they last 19 hours and have subtitles and nobody else in my house wants to watch them. So as I was traveling alone, I just watched them on my computer, you know, I listened to music and I made notes and I watched the sea. And I watched the sea.
Yeah.
The sea watched me.
5 long days.
Yeah.
Is
it was wonderful. I loved it.
Is it true you get up very early in the morning at around 6 o'clock?
Well, both of us, both my wife and myself, get up between 5 and 6 in the morning. And the irony is that we now, you know, we just had a small child.
Yes.
And she's 23 months now. But of course, we now get up before she does. So we go and wake her up.
You have to be
Which
quiet.
is like, it's the parents' revenge, you know?
Yeah. So when did your wife take
Wake up! And she... And my baby says, oh, come on, give me another hour, right? I said, we got milk.
Did your wife take lessons in preparing the birth? You know, in Germany it's very common that, for example, young men accompany their women to lessons like this.
Well, she'd had practice because she also has another daughter, you know, from her ex-marriage, so she knew what was going to happen. I didn't.
You didn't go together?
We did the breathing things and all that, you know, the counting one and, oh, God.
Did you like that?
Well, it was fine and we got it down and it was absolutely exact and it was all timed and everything perfect.
Yeah.
And then, of course, on the actual day, it's like, oh, my! Everything goes, you know, and it was just exciting. We raced there in the car and all that, and then I got to cut, you know. That was fun. I like doing that.
But everything went fine.
Yeah, beautiful, wonderful. It was an easy birth. Yeah, it was good.
So when you sit in your office or in your room in the morning and you start composing immediately?
I do, there's virtually...
A cup of tea?
A cup of tea? Yeah, do I compose immediately? No, I just sit there and I get on the telephone to Europe because I live in New York, you know, and so I made telephone calls to Europe all morning. So what's happening? Did you see the Harald Schmidt show last night? What? Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Whoa, that's amazing. So I hear all the gossip, you know.
Yes. But I mean, you wrote this record, the songs for this record, in Woodstock, which we know from the festival.
So very strange.
It's a very quiet area.
Yeah, it's a very hippie. It still is. I mean, it's all kind of flower writing on all the shops, and everybody has long hair and wears beads and all that, you know. And I didn't think I was going to like it at all, but. I didn't realise the actual studio was at the top of an extremely high mountain. We were completely isolated from the rest of the area. And I love that because I love isolation. I'm very kind of masochistic like that. I love being cut off from everything. And for a writer, it just worked really well. And I think I just sat down to write, and I had been doing for many months, putting together songs that I felt were very strong and attempted to do no more than express how I felt at my age and with the new family and my feelings to the universe and our place on this world and all that. The little questions.
So now you're going on a little tour now in Europe?
Yeah, it's just a promotion tour. I don't want to be away from my family too long. I miss my baby very much indeed and I want to go home.
Your wife stayed in America?
Yes. Yeah. Well, and at the moment, coincidentally, she's over in England with the whole family, but she's going back in a few days.
Yeah.
And then I'll go back at the end of this month, and then we'll catch up, I guess.
Okay, we do a short commercial break now, and then we hear live here on stage.
Thank you very much.
David Bowie, meine Damen und Herren. Kurze Pause. Das, meine Damen und Herren, ist der aktuelle CD. Heathen, jetzt live. Everybody says hi. David Bowie.
Said you took a big trip. You said you moved away. Didn't know the right thing to say. I should have took a picture, something I could keep. Buy a little frame, something cheap for you. Everyone says hi. They said you sailed a big ship. They said you sailed away. I didn't know the right thing to say. I'd love to get a letter, love to know what's what. I hope the weather's good and it's not too hot for you. Everyone says hi. Everyone says hi. Everyone says, don't stay in a sad place where they don't care how you are. Everyone says hi. If the money is lousy, you can always go home. We can do the old things. We can do all the bad things. Yeah. If the food makes you leery, you can always go home. We can do all the good things. We can do it. We can do it. We can do it. Don't stay in a bad place where they don't care how you are. Everyone says hi. 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 I'm the girl next door. Everyone says hi. I'm the guy upstairs. Everyone says hi. 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 And your mom and dad. Everyone says hi. And your big fat dog. Everyone says hi. 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 Everyone says hi.
Thank you very much. Have a good time. Please come back. David Bowie, meine Damen und Herren. Morgen Abend keine Sendung des Großstadt 1 Sommerfestival. Schönes Wochenende bis Dienstag. Tschüss.